Someone came up with an idea not long ago that intrigues me. He said, everything we do is either goal achieving or tension relieving. Now that's something to think about, isn't it? Everything you do is either goal achieving or tension relieving. You know, if a man's not too happy with his progress in the world, he should give a lot of thought to this idea. He should take a good long look at everything he does during his day, and as he approaches each act, he should ask himself, is this goal achieving or tension relieving? Now, we all need to relieve our tensions, but if we're doing too many things that are tension relieving instead of goal achieving, they're going to hold us back. Now, while I'm sure it couldn't be done, it would be interesting if a survey could be made to discover how much time is devoted each day of the work week by the so-called average man to acts which are strictly goal achieving. We might all be amazed to discover what a small amount of time is actually spent in earning our livings and preparing for our futures. This would vary widely, of course, from industry to industry and from job to job. The busy doctor, for example, might spend 12 hours a day actually in the presence of his patients. And every minute with a patient would have to be called goal achieving. Compare this with the time spent by, say, a salesman. How much of his day, and again, this would vary widely from industry to industry, is actually spent in goal-achieving acts. Driving from one call to another, even though he's not in the presence of a prospect or customer, would have to be under goal-achieving. Stopping for a cup of coffee would be under tension-relieving. So would chatting with people he can't sell or reading a magazine while he's waiting to see someone. Well, this is a pretty kind of vital balancing act that each of us should give some thought to. Going overboard in the tension-relieving department could lead to some serious problems in the future. Now, Samuel Johnson once said, every man is, or hopes to be, an idler. But like everything else in the world, there is a time to be idle and a time not to be idle. If you want to be idle later, in comfort, it's a good idea to make sure you're not spending too much time in idleness now. At any rate, I think it can be said that the success of a person in any undertaking will hinge directly upon his making certain that the majority of his daily acts are goal-achieving, and that he relegates to a secondary position those acts which must be classified as tension-relieving. It might be worthwhile carrying a little piece of paper and making a note as we do things during the day. Is this tension-relieving or goal-achieving? Now, just a moment for this message. We must certainly carve out our own worlds in this life, and the shape and size of them will be determined in large part by the balance we achieve between tension-relieving and goal-achieving acts. Thank you.